as friends, as long-time friends, it's hard to believe that sometimes change in routine happens. The idea that people can change is a hard one. You know, some people just are, they are sometimes. But we all go through our individual changes. And that's the thing with life. Things change. Old traditions are swapped out. Old friends are swapped for new ones sometimes. And even within friendships, people change. Routines are broken. The summer sun setback is a break in a routine. It is a break in a routine because no episode that's not a finale has been so main arc focused from the first minute out to the last minute out. Summer Sun Setback's moral is about trusting that your friend can change and giving them a chance and a benefit of the doubt to do so, even though it seems like they can't after a long period of time. This lesson is more for the extended friendships, the ones that have gone through a bit. Some people just think we'll always remain who we are, when we'll always have our faults. And sometimes, especially when it comes to high stress or things of the negative, we as friends try to avoid those negative things, when maybe the person you're trying to not do that has gone past it. Now, last week I gave a Trivial Pursuit a perfect 6 out of 6 for its entertaining jokes, fine lesson, and just one more great time of twilighting. Never as an episode pretty much isolated the previous events of the last one more than the Summer Sun Setback has. You see, it's made clear early in this episode that Twilight's moved past it, and she even makes a reference to an offshoot trivia night. The offshoot trivia night being the episode that we just saw last week. There's very few instances in the history of this series that have direct continuity and timeline with episodes, but never such continuity timing like this. To have the offshoot joke be the thing that was just shown last week. And sure enough, we see a very composed, very organized, and very calm Twilight Sparkle as she tries to prepare for the Summer Sun celebration. The reason this is noted is the Summer Sun celebration is where the series began nearly 9 years ago. But in the case of series timeline, this is the 5th one. Yeah, we've gone through 5 years in their time with these characters. And Celestia and Luna want to make it the last Summer Sun celebration. So, despite everything being perfectly in order, some last minute upgrades must be made to make this one especially special. But there's no pressure at all. No stress, no nothing. The exact opposite of what we saw last week in the Trivial Pursuit, with stress going all over the place and twilighting in a million. No, the twilighting Defcon has turned off its switch. Maybe for the last time? Let's just assume that it is. And let's just take its Trivial Pursuit for what it was. One last really hilarious hurrah for what we know Twilight to be before she is what she is to become. But leave it to the three of Tarek, Cozy Glow, and Chrysalis to want to screw it up. Well, not really. Here's the thing. They're not interested in destroying the festivities. They're interested in distraction, which is what they've been doing the whole time to Grogar, distracting him. After the episode Frenemies, in which they attained his bewitching bell, these guys are off to learn how to use it. The only way out is a book in the restricted area of the Canterlot Library. The same Canterlot Library, and It's About Time, and To Where and Back Again. But because of the upgraded security from Sparkle 7, yeah, there's episode references everywhere in this thing. The three are having a really difficult time, but using their deliciously evil talents, they get the job done and ruining everything, piece by piece. You see a perfectly organized situation slowly go down the wayside. And it's actually Twilight's friends who don't want to tell her that things have happened. And in the last act, they try to cover it up and solve it themselves. Thus, they try to keep Twilight's stress down. A noble pursuit. And no, reviewers, I will not have it any other way. This is a noble action, given the 9 years, or I guess in timeline, 5 years that these characters have been together. The idea that they would go out of their way to try to keep her stress down is the exact right answer. They just went about it naturally the wrong way. Instead of just, like Applejack suggests, telling her straight out that things are going to heck in a hay basket. And leave it to Twilight to get it quickly organized in detail, quickly fixed, and the problem solved, as a leader should. Which bounces back to the moral about trusting in change, trusting in people to change. Yes, it's hard to believe with years and years and years of routine, and it's hard to believe within animation that characters can actually grow and change. But here it is. Change. Piggybacked by another change. The Summer Sun celebration is no more. Say hello to the Festival of the Two Sisters, a celebration of Celestia and Luna, period. Not their battle, not their breakup, them. And the things that they have done for Equestria. Apt change, and Twilight's first real move as the soon-to-be ruler. but everything is not cozy because the bad guys got away with what they wanted, setting the stage for the end. This episode serves two functions. One, to be its own standalone episode with its own standalone moral and plot, but even more so, to set the stage for the finale to come. And in terms of that staging, it could not be more properly set and more properly executed, down even to the tease at the end. Taking the things learned from frenemies and putting them on perfectly evil display. This is how an evil plan gets executed, everyone. Let's just be honest with that. It was amazing to see. And of course, Tira, Cozy, and Corsolus's chemistry is definitely on point. And Grogar sounds more frustrated than intimidating, which is true. He doesn't know the lie yet perpetrated on him, which is a perfect bounce back to the moral itself about trust. Grogar doesn't know yet that his trust has been broken, that there is no trust to be given, that those three don't trust him as far as they can throw him. As far as our intrepid heroes go, they have learned a little bit of an upgrade in trust. And yes, they're on point doing what they do best, being heroic, kind, generous, the like, and even Discord has decided to stop on by. And John DeLance's comedy is always welcome here, with some great jokes and some fourth wall breaks about character growth. Almost telling you the moral before even the moral starts, which is a break in the fourth wall and a break in routine. That's exactly what this episode is. For juggling a very big, important job, but also being standalone, this episode succeeds in it. And it almost makes Trivial Pursuit an isolated case, which I hope upon reviewing of that episode, you just decide to have more fun with it the next time you watch it, instead of worrying about how much it progresses the character back, because trust me, it might do that in isolation, but given a Summer Sun setback, that's exactly what it is. Isolation. But the two episodes will share one thing in common. The score. The Summer Sun setback is a 6 out of 6. And yet another 6 out of 6. Which makes it, well, the 7th one of the entire season. This season's back on track. Big time. And we already know the title of what the end will bring. But we'll talk about that when we get there. Next week, though, Fluttershy and Angel Bunny. We're finally going to settle it. And it should be a fun time doing it. This has been New 26, 9 to 5 for this week. I flipped it on you and broke the routine. I trust you will enjoy the episode, and I trust your week will do well. Make sure to follow the end cards to see last week's review of A Trivial Pursuit or to catch up with the season through the playlist. And make sure to click the logo to subscribe to see more reviews like this one about video games, TV, movies, and other stuff. We're more than just ponies here. But until next week, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana and trust in change.